So here's the thing, every year, Apple and Samsung, they both trade punches, especially with the launch of their flagship devices. But this year, it feels different. The 17 Pro Max finally fixed some of the most annoying things about its last year model, and the S25 Ultra redefined what was already nearly almost a perfect phone. Now, after using both of these devices side by side and using and switching all my SIMs to it almost weekly, I think I finally know which one I'll actually keep, and what is most importantly, which one you should buy. So let's break them down, both looking at both their designs, the performance, the display, the software, the battery, and every other little thing that I have found out while using both of these flagship devices this year. Let's really see which of them really worth the amount they tag to them, because both of them are really expensive devices. The 17 Pro Max went back to aluminium this year from titanium, and this was the right call in my own opinion. It is noticeably lighter and cooler to hold, especially during long hours of gaming sessions or using it extensively to film or just pushing this phone to the max. Now, Apple also improved the grip slightly with this phone and the curved edges, which makes it feel more natural in the hand compared to a little bit sharper edges that it had last year on the titanium frame. But on the other hand, the S25 Ultra still screams like it's a premium device. It is flat with a matte glass back and the signature boxy feel that everyone has come to love and feel. So S25 Ultra didn't really change much in terms of design from last year, because let's face it, last year the phone was the best phone in the world, and this year, why change what already works? But Samsung's attention to detail, especially with the integrated S Pen and the uniform cage ring, it actually gives it a little bit more functionality in my own opinion. You can't really say one or the other wins in this particular category, but I'll say that iPhone wins for being the more comfortable phone and also has a better heat management in my own opinion, and Samsung wins for versatility and utility. It's just a better overall phone when it comes to the form factor. Both of these devices have stunning display and they both serve different audiences. Apple has a Super Retina XDR panel and it has a little bit more vibrant color and more accurate and has that more natural feel, while Samsung has that AMOLED 2X and is brighter and punchier. Now, the S25 Ultra still takes the crown outdoors, especially when it comes to peak brightness. You will clearly see the difference. Even the anti-glare on the S25 Ultra is way more superior than that of the 17 Pro Max, and you will notice this especially while you're using both of them outside. This year, Apple has also added the 120Hz screen refresh rate to all of their models, so that's good to know. But while you're still scrolling on both these devices, I can tell you that for some reason it just feels like the 120Hz on this S25 Ultra feels smoother than that of the iPhone. And let's not forget that Samsung, however, gives you so much controls from color profile, resolution setting, and just customization in general with the S25, as opposed to all of the customizations you can use on the iPhone. Let's just pause for a minute. A lot of you that watch this channel are not subscribed. Please hit the subscribe button. This will help this channel grow so we can keep making amazing videos like the one you're watching right now. Now, for performance and thermals, you're not going to lie, the Apple A19 Pro chip paired with that new vapor chamber, it finally handles heat like the way you would expect a top flagship phone to handle. The phone stays cooler during longer camera sessions and gaming, something that the titanium that was built in the other models, they just couldn't keep up with. But Samsung is in that Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, and the 8 Gen 4 is a really super chip. Even though we have a newer one now, it is still extremely fast. It is really good for multitasking, AI-powered tasks, photos, zoom, gaming, and everything you like to do in your day-to-day. Personally, also for streaming, I've used this to stream a lot, like in real life streaming, and this holds up both in battery and performance. So I'm gonna say, like, both of these devices, they've gone leaps and bounds to improve their performance generally, but if you use them for a longer extended period of time, I'll tell you that the S25 first will last better in terms of battery and it will hold a longer performance, and this is what I have noticed in my own experience. The camera system, which is one of the most controversial part of this entire system, is what we're going to talk about right now. Now, the 17 Pro Max continues to dominate in the video world. Like, it is a non-comparison, the video quality between the iPhone and the S25 Ultra. The stabilization, the color science, the center stage, the selfie mode that you can use for vlogging without flipping your phone. It is easier than ever this year to definitely pick up an iPhone and go vlogging than you want to pick like the S25 Ultra. So right now I'm just filming with the rear main camera, shooting at 4K 30 frames per second. This is the iPhone 17 Pro Max, while this is the S25 Ultra. But also the front-facing camera too clearly tells another story. This is the 17 Pro Max here, and this is the S25 Ultra. If you look at that leaf behind me, that green leaf, on the S25 Ultra, you can see how blown out it is, right? But if you look at the iPhone footage, you can clearly see that that leaf there is not blown out. So it handles those skies and exposure a little bit much better. Both these devices also have the dual capture. On the S25 Ultra, it's called the dual recording, while on the iPhone 17 Pro Max, it's called dual capture. So right now you can see everything in front of me and also behind me. I think they both do look really good, really well, but like I said, the iPhone definitely looks better and gives that better video quality in my own experience. And yes, even that new 8x optical zoom finally is getting closer to that Samsung range when it comes to zoom. But in the S25 Ultra though, it still leads in zoom because it has about 10x optical zoom and 100x digital zoom. I don't know why you're zooming 100x. I'll leave that to you. The AI enhancements here are way much better, and Samsung's AI generally is leaps and bounds better than Apple Intelligence in my own opinion. So Samsung is way more versatile in the camera aspects as opposed to the iPhone. But if you're going to be making a lot of videos, definitely the iPhone is way much better in the video quality that comes out. I don't know why Samsung's videos still really are not top notch, but I'm hoping they fix it with the new S26 Ultra that will be coming up very soon. Now, you want to consider before getting any of these phones will be the software and the general ecosystem. Now, we all know how the Apple ecosystem is so tied in with the iPhone, the iMac, the iPad, and all of the eyes involved. Allows you to communicate seamlessly between all of them, transfer files, airdrop, communication, blue bubbles, all of those fun things that are all tied in the ecosystem. So if you're really invested in Apple's ecosystem, including your Mac, your iWatch, your iPad, obviously getting this phone will make it seamless for you. But now Samsung has their own little ecosystem that no one seems to talk about a lot. Samsung has their One UI 7 powered by Galaxy AI, and it gives you serious controls, and the translation moves into their other devices like the boards, their tablets, and also their laptops. But for some reason, everyone is still stuck with Apple system and have not dived so much into the Samsung system. So if you're looking to try something new, something different, you might want to consider diving into the Samsung ecosystem. Just keep that in consideration for both of your needs. Battery and charging for these both devices are really wonderful. Now, obviously, the S25 Ultra packs a bigger battery and a faster 45-watt wireless charging as opposed to Apple's 27 watt. The S25 charges full in about an hour, while iPhone takes roughly about 90 minutes. So that's about like 30 minutes small, but Apple's new vapor chamber and cooling management means it will last longer and perseveres long. I have a video of my day in the life. If you'd like to watch that, I'll link that over here so you can see how that works. I also have my video of day in the life with the S25 Ultra. I'll also link that for you so you can see how both of them handle day-to-day activity if you like to use them on the go. Now, for things like the audio and how they sound and some other extras that they come with, the S25 Ultra obviously comes with an S Pen dual SIM and a wider stereo that makes it feel a lot more versatile. The iPhone on it says the microphones are cleaner and they sound more punchier for recording natural voice or creating content. The screen is really bright and the stereo speakers, they sound really light. I don't really know which one is better in both cases. I'll say both of their sounds are really good. When it comes to the price, I'll say that the S25 Ultra often sells for cheaper and doesn't retain a lot of second-hand value, which I feel is one of the reasons that a lot of people tend to move towards the iPhone, especially if you're looking to sell your phone out on the market or sell it to someone you know personally. This iPhone always keeps a better resale value as opposed to that of the S25 Ultra. So that might be another thing to consider. Hopefully, I wonder if soon as we go into the line, the S25 Ultra, especially a premium phone, can hold more second-hand resale value, because the second-hand market is actually such a huge thing in the telephone game, and a lot of people might not want to sell back to the carrier, but instead want to sell to someone or sell it in the market to get more value for their money. But this is where I'll say, like, clearly stands out between both of them, their AI features. If you want faster AI features, faster charging, some of the best zoom, Samsung would definitely be what you're going for. But if you're looking for a better video quality, you want that punchier second-hand value, so when you're selling it and you want to be plugged into that Apple ecosystem, you definitely want to go for the new 17 Pro Max. Now, honestly, if I'm being honest, I couldn't tell you to just pick one or the other. These both devices are really incredible, and I'll say, like, for their premium flagship phone, these brands are putting in a lot of work. I'd like to see how these phones will age over the year. I know we're expecting the new S26 Ultra ones that come out. If you want a comparison with the S25 Ultra, I'll be sure to do that. But all in all, these both devices are really stellar, amazing devices, and you can't go wrong picking any of them. So I'd like to know, which one are you currently using now, and how has that been performing for you? What are the issues you have faced with the device you're using now? And put them in the comment section so that we can all learn and adapt from it. But while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep coming back because we keep dropping videos almost weekly to keep your tech need entertained. Thanks for staying to the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.